We needed to build a frame in order to hold up our insect netting over our brassicas, and this is what we came up with what we had around the property. Thought I would just stop for a second and just explain the parts we are using. Starting off with what we're using for the actual structure. These are legs of a trampoline. The trampoline blew in the wind and broke the top off. We used the trampoline without a cage around it for probably 3 years. So we're repurposing them to make the structures that look like this. So we just cut out some plywood and screwed with some self-drilling screws through to hold that on, and then we put a peak on top of it just to shed the water if we end up using any poly on this. If we use the bug netting, we don't need that. And then it's very hard to see, but I did put a bug netting. I put it on the inside with staples, and we turned the edge out just to try to avoid it being snagged. We'll see, it might still snag. We might have to add a 1-inch piece of wood here to stop it. As far as what we're going to be using to put these in, you'll see after, but we have these sidewalk pegs that typically are used in the formwork to hold up the formwork for the sidewalks. And we grab 6 of those. Okay, we're about halfway done. The prep was probably the most time consuming just because we weren't 100% sure what we were doing, but I want to give you an update as to where we are right now. We still have a few things to do, but I thought I'd give you a midterm update. So if you're wondering how we made these stand up in the beds, we actually used just one sec. I found it. So this is a sidewalk peg. This is when they're building a new sidewalk and they're using formwork to, it holds up the formwork. I don't know. We have them around the property, so we're using them for this. And what we did was we banged them into the bed, probably about 20 inches, let's say, and there's about 6 to 8 inches staying up because this is going to get raised up just depending on where the ridge line is. And then we just took them and we put that over top like that and made sure it kind of hugged the bed a bit, and that's nice and sturdy. Okay, so we built the structure, and it's gonna be -4 tonight. So if we do plant these, if we have time, the sun is going down very quickly. We're gonna have to cover them with frost cover. Bill's getting that together right now, but I'm hoping to plant some of these. So I just wanted to show you the 4 different types we're planting. So this one is the Long Island Improved Brussels sprouts. These are rainbow seeds. It's a local seed supplier. They're out of Sussex, and I'd say that their germination rates are incredible. I would say out of probably the 60 plants that we started, I would say maybe 3 didn't germinate. It was excellent. I sowed these on February 24th, and I mean they're huge. So that's that one. I actually sowed all of these on February 24th. So these are the Marte Brussels sprouts. I can't remember who the supplier of the seeds was, but I'll put it up on the screen here. That is Marte kind of Brussels sprout. And then we have early snowball cauliflower. Now I've never grown cauliflower before, but my 15-year-old loves cauliflower, so I want to have a lot in the freezer so that she can go pull out the cauliflower whenever she needs it. And of course we have our Copenhagen market cabbage. We want to experiment like around the property. Last year we planted 3 in the herb garden, and they were incredible. I didn't have to cover them, I didn't have to do anything, but I don't think the whiteflies knew that they were there. So let's get planting. So I just started planting. I got the 3 Brussels sprouts in so far. These are the Long Island Improved, I think. We didn't do so wonderfully with the labeling on these. We put 1 label per like 15, and because we've been hardening them off, we've been moving them around a lot, but we're taking a best guess. And also, so let's start the next hole. Just taking a closer look at what we've been doing this year, differently from what we did previous years, is we're using this earthworm casting mix from Pure Life. I think it was $14.99 for this bag, and I'm just sprinkling it in each hole. And I'm giving it a good watering, just because these Brussels sprouts were sitting out all day. Sort of like break up the roots a little bit. And then they like to kind of sit a little high, actually, like on a little mound. And that's it. And I'm gonna water them all in once I'm done. I don't want to get too much water everywhere as well I'm in here. So there's the 4 Brussels sprouts so far. Chilly out here right now, and it's going to be dark in probably about 15 minutes, so I'm just going to plant all the rest of these out, and I'll show you guys when I'm done.
I realized after I edited this, I didn't have an ending, so I'll post up a picture of the finished bed with the insect netting on it. It's working wonderfully.